The breakfast bowl, a favorite for both night owls and early risers. Here's a ranking of popular frozen brands from least to most loved. Great value breakfast bowls from Walmart are priced around $2 for a 7-ounce serving, making them a budget-friendly option. However, the real question is whether they truly deliver on their great value promise. The bacon breakfast bowl, for example, includes bacon, potatoes, eggs, and cheese, with a solid 29 grams of protein, about 40% of an adult's daily intake. But despite the appealing ingredients, the result after microwaving might not meet expectations. What you see on the packaging doesn't always match the reality of the finished product, leaving you questioning whether it's worth the price. Though some found it tasty, one reviewer mentioned, "Worst great value frozen meal I have ever eaten. It had maybe a tablespoon of scrambled egg in it. The bacon was fat, and I couldn't even chew it. Everything was dry." The Realgood Foods Meat Lovers Breakfast Bowl offers a hearty mix of scrambled eggs, sausage, uncured bacon, shredded cheddar, and cauliflower-based tots. While the grain and gluten-free meal earned a solid 7 out of 10 from a YouTube reviewer, it's not exactly a health win. With a staggering 395 milligrams of cholesterol, 132% of your daily recommended intake, it's far from ideal for those watching their heart health. On top of that, the 7-ounce portion packs a hefty 760 milligrams of sodium and more calories and fat than you might expect.
That's the way I like it. Salty. So salty. Aging rapidly. Where's Charlie Rose?
On the plus side, this microwave breakfast packs 26 grams of protein and only 7 grams of carbs, making it ideal for low-carb diets, if you're heart healthy. Tattooed Chef is a popular plant-based brand favored by those following vegetarian and gluten-free diets. Their breakfast bowl with plant-based sausage is priced at over $5, but its ingredients may justify the cost. The 7-ounce meal features cage-free eggs, tater bites, red and green peppers, and a cheddar cheese sauce. With 17 grams of protein and 280 calories, it offers a solid nutritional profile. However, one YouTube review gave it a reluctant thumbs up, with the primary downside being that the plant-based sausage lacks the flavor of traditional sausage. The Smart Ones Ham and Cheese Scramble frozen meal is a 6.5-ounce breakfast option that's smaller than most, contributing to its affordable price of around $2. This gluten-free meal includes scrambled egg whites, ham, cheese, and Ida roasted potatoes, with a relatively balanced nutritional profile. However, many consumers have found the meal disappointing, citing blandness and excessive watery texture as key issues. One Reddit user suggested a simple fix, offering advice on how to improve the flavor and texture of the dish. If you take the film off at the end and cook it slightly longer than it calls for, some of the water evaporates. Helpful tip, sure, but if we wanted a project, we wouldn't be reaching for a frozen breakfast straight from the Matrix's cafeteria.
If you close your eyes, it almost feels like you're eating runny eggs.
You know, a bowl of snot.
Sweet Earth's Protein Lovers Breakfast Bowl is a vegetarian-friendly option aimed at fueling your morning without meat. Weighing in at 7.5 ounces, it includes plant-based sausage and bacon, cage-free eggs, potatoes, spinach, and cheddar cheese. With 22 grams of protein, it's a solid pick for those looking for a quick, energizing start to the day. As for the taste, reviews are mixed. Some customers appreciate the flavor and protein punch, but others feel the bowl leans too heavily on the potatoes and skimps on the eggs. Overall, it's a respectable, if slightly unbalanced, breakfast option. Aldi's in-house label, Breakfast Best, has earned plenty of attention for its Meat Lovers Breakfast Bowl, a hearty mix of eggs, sausage, bacon, potatoes, and cheddar cheese, packing in 24 grams of protein. While it's a hit with many for its savory, satisfying flavor, not everyone's convinced. Some reviewers gave it high marks, including one who rated it 4.5 out of 5 for taste. Others, however, pointed out that the texture of the eggs and potatoes left something to be desired, calling them mushy or underwhelming. Overall, it's a convenient option with mixed reviews. Kroger's line of breakfast bowls delivers serious value, with options like the Meat Lovers Scramble offering a satisfying mix of scrambled eggs, roasted red potatoes, sausage, and a rich 3-cheese sauce. The Sausage Scramble, a bacon-free variation, also packs plenty of protein and has earned favorable marks from online reviewers. What really sets these bowls apart, according to one review, is the surprisingly good texture of the eggs. No small feat for frozen meals, where rubbery eggs are all too common. That could be thanks to Kroger using whole eggs instead of a substitute blend. However, not every variety hits the mark. The farmhouse-style scramble disappointed some customers, including one Reddit user who pointed out the mysterious absence of both bell peppers and onions, ingredients clearly listed on the label. In cases like that, There's only one thing to say. If it's missing key ingredients, it's not just a letdown, it's a breakfast betrayal.
It was all so disappointing.
The Eggland's Best Loaded Potato Scramble Bowl is packed with savory bites, eggs, cheese, bacon, and onions galore. But let's be real, the main event?
Potatoes.
This bowl definitely delivers on the potato front, but it's also loaded with sodium, clocking in at a hefty 910 milligrams. At just over $5, Eggland's Best Loaded Potato Scramble isn't the cheapest frozen breakfast out there. So, is it worth it? That depends. Reviewers didn't have much to complain about. The texture is solid, the bacon has a pleasant crunch, the potatoes hold up well, and the eggs, unsurprisingly, are a standout. It's a satisfying, no-regrets kind of meal. If you're okay with the salty punch and the price tag, this could be a reliable go-to in your breakfast rotation. Country star and Jimmy Dean founder once famously quipped, completely straight-faced and without irony, "Saus'ge is a great deal like life. You get out of it what you put into it." That same spirit shines through in Jimmy Dean's Chorizo breakfast bowl, where the spicy, flavorful chorizo outshines the supporting cast of eggs, potatoes, and cheese.
Why don't you get some Jimmy Dean sausage and get yourself a large chunk of that good morning feeling?
Freezer meal. Frenzy notes that the bold, spicy chorizo in Jimmy Dean's Chorizo breakfast bowl does the heavy lifting, injecting flavor into what would otherwise be a forgettable mix of eggs, potatoes, and cheese. In fact, they call it the standout option among Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowls. Flavor aside, it's not exactly the most nutritious start to your day, clocking in at 380 calories, 26 grams of fat, and 730 milligrams of sodium. It leans more indulgent than balanced. And considering its modest portion size, you might still be hungry afterward. If spicy isn't your thing, the classic Saus'ge version is a reliable alternative. Reviewers on Reddit have highlighted its flavorful eggs and meaty sausage as definite strong points. Whether you go spicy or stick with the original, Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowls seem to offer solid, if not especially diet-friendly, options for a quick and tasty morning meal. The Gardein Southwest Sausage and Veggie Breakfast Bowl is a fully plant-based option that caters to both vegans and vegetarians, a rarity in the frozen breakfast aisle. It skips traditional ingredients like eggs and cheese in favor of vegan-friendly substitutes, including plant-based sausage and scrambled eggs, black beans, roasted potatoes, bell peppers, corn, vegan mozzarella-style shreds, and a punchy lime pesto sauce. Weighing in at 8.5 ounces, this bowl delivers 330 calories, 18 grams of fat, and 790 milligrams of sodium. While it's not the lightest choice nutritionally, reviews suggest it more than makes up for it in taste and texture. Dr. Praeger's Egg Whites and Kale Breakfast Bowl stands out for its simple, clean ingredient list. It combines scrambled egg whites, kale, potatoes, onions, peppers, and cheddar without any soy or gluten. At 200 calories and 8 grams of fat, it's a lighter, healthier option compared to many others. Though it has just 11 grams of protein, it's still a low-cal, nutrient-packed choice for a balanced breakfast.
Today's active humans prefer a low-calorie bait.
Dr. Praeger's Egg Whites and Kale Breakfast Bowl earns rave reviews for its flavor and satisfying quality. One customer remarked via Amazon, "These little healthy bowls are bomb. It tastes fresh. You can't even tell they were frozen. They are hearty too, so it doesn't feel like I'm eating a low-cal breakfast, but I am."